Welcome to part 2 of Dstv, the election special.
Here's a look at the Vice President candidates.
Well, basically I'm running for Vice President of the Student Union. Basically what I promote is a proposal for a multicultural festival.
I'm in my final year at Sustainable Design Engineering. That's why all my t-shirts and posters are 100% recyclable. While everybody else's leaflets will be gone to landfills, mine can be shipped straight to Africa.
Tell us a little bit about your manifesto then.
Sorry, for a second.
A manifesto that fits in your wallet.
Introduce a Halloween break, maybe more reading weeks. Third, extra security around College Heights, College Manor and Rockfield. I was broken into, so I'd like the police force to be around, arrest some bad guys for a change. Also, I'd like established bands to play here every month, even though there is socials here every month.
Bands like who would you?
Like, not like crap like Coronas, I mean like Dizzy Rascal or Saturdays, good bands like that, right?
Jay-Z.
Maybe, yeah. Best security on campus. I know a few people's bikes have been robbed around the campus, so maybe if the security guards like to do a bit of work. Discount for students for local businesses. My car broke down and the mechanic didn't give me a discount, so I had to try to fix the car myself. Car didn't work anymore. So I'd like mechanics on discount, shops give discount, everything, yeah.
So if you got the Vice President's job anyway, Ross, what would be the first thing you do?
One of the first things I do, definitely, because it's one of the easiest things to do, I've already had a meeting with Dennis Cummins about it, is bringing in anonymous marking. Like, what's the first thing you do when you sit down to write your exam? What's the first thing you do?
Just write my name, I suppose.
Yeah, write your name at the top. And what's the first thing that maybe the examiner will do when she's correcting the exam? Is look at the name.
Look at the name, yeah.
And it's a thing called unconscious bias, right? They mightn't not like you, but they might say when they're looking for marks to bring you up to pass or to get a better mark, they might go, oh, well, she didn't come or he didn't come to a class. And that's the practice in Trinity, DCU, UCD, NUIG are bringing in this year, and all the other big colleges in Ireland. So if universities can do it, why can't we? Printers in the library and college to accept double-sided printing as a standard. This effectively halves the paper consumption in the whole college. Student savings. And there's been a nice one gift card set up in Dundalk, and it's kept €100,000 within Dundalk in the last year. And the Louth Town Council, I've had a couple of meetings with them, and they have agreed to set up this Dundalk DKT student saving card. Yeah, I have big ties down in the music college, and I'd be very friendly with them from the work I do with the radio show, and obviously next year with them moving up, it's going to be amazing. So I've been down 2 or 3 times now at this stage. Thanks for that, thank you. Choose your future.
I hope you win.
Choose Ross.
I think it can all be done. Like, for example, I think that the relationship between student union and students, it should be closer. At the minute, it's kind of, student union is kind of, it seems more administration, if you know what I mean. The student union website should be revamped. I'd be looking to go to multimedia students or something and get them to put ideas forward for what they think they could do, and maybe get one of them to sort that out. And I'd be looking to get more guest speakers in, and more training courses, more information in, like, to deal with student concerns. Like, I've been doing a bit of research, and I was in contact with a company that deal with time management, setting up a business, that sort of information. Like, and I think another course that everyone should do is first aid. Like, that's the big thing. So I'd like to bring that in, and like the wireless printing, cheaper printing. It's what everyone wants, but it can be done. I know it has. I've been talking to a couple of people, so it's possible. I'd like to see a bit more recognition for club societies doing well. I know, but like anyone that knows me, they know I'm a bit of crack. I'm fairly approachable now, like, so if anyone wants to come and talk to me, that's no problem. But like, slogan says it all, DKIT crack, what more can I say?
Anyone who has read the Constitution regarding the Students' Union will know well that the role of Vice President includes the 2 key areas of student welfare and providing student entertainment. I recently, in the last year and a half, set up my own promotions company in Dublin. I've been co-promoting a few nights out for in a few clubs in town, such as Tripods, Buy and Wax, Button Factory, etc. If elected for welfare, I would be there to support the well-being of each and every student on campus and around Dundalk. I want to run year-long campaigns, not week-long campaigns. For instance, I was going around a few classes, and to be honest, an awful lot of them agreed with me. I said, who the hell has mental health disorders for a week? I want to bring the Marie Keaton Foundation up there at least 2 or 3 times per semester, not just once or so every year or two. I really do want to bring top class entertainment to the college. I do have the contacts that I've made over the last couple of years. I also plan on bringing in team nights such as county colours, or even have a FOSS night where you have all the lads from FOSS wearing all their Snickers now. I know the girls are going to love that, you know. Even, well, for the lads we'll have a nurses night or whatever. I feel I have enough experience that I've gathered through my own work in the college and outside the college to be able to do a good job for the students of DKIT.
I've been members of clubs and societies since I came here. I've been member of 4 different clubs. 2 of them are now defunct, and I think that's an issue that has to be really addressed. Clubs and societies really need to be supported more. I mean, Dear McCall can't do it all by himself. He's really working really hard, but I just think there needs to be more backup. I've used the student union at times, and it's been a great benefit to me. Maybe in the first 1 or 2 years, I didn't really know so much about it, but as you start getting on later in college, you realise how kind of proactive it can be for you, and I just want to, realising that, I kind of want to give that back to the students. Financially, I've already been in talks with the Dundalk Credit Union about bringing them in basically to the student union. I came to my attention that a lot of students actually don't have credit union accounts, which are just brilliant for kind of getting by at college. Reinstatement of a crash. I've got a 5-year-old son, and when that crash was taken away, it was only lucky for me that he went to preschool at that time, but I'm sure a lot of other students are suffering with that. I have quite a bit of experience in the event management side of things. I'm a cultural studies student. I probably should have said that earlier. I'm in my 4th year here, so I'm in my last year of college. You know, so I've done all there is to do except basically represent the students.
The library, for example, is an obvious one. You know, the group working area has always been a problem throughout the year. For example, I'm a 4th year student in business management. You know, more relevant books for students, I would be highly in favour of that. Grants is always an issue, you know, especially now. A friend of my own there, he only got processed his own grant there last week. You know, the year's as good as over, but he's been lucky enough to actually get through the year.
I think grants is a big problem with a lot of students around here, yeah.
Yeah, and I would be hoping maybe to extend the student services, you know, in order to allow people that they can actually get by on. He was lucky enough that he was able to get by. The reason I chose Vice President was because it looked after the student welfare. You know, that would appeal more to me because it's based on, you know, the student and their finance, their own personal situation. It'd be an open door policy if I was elected. I would hope everybody would feel I was more approachable. You know, like Sebastian has done a great job, there's no doubt about it, but I would hope I was approachable.
Hopefully over the 2 parts, you've had enough time to decide who you want in for Vice President and President. Voting takes place on the 25th of March in the MPC.
Future is in your hands. I think I say that every week.
Can you believe it? We just made it. Now every day you've just been jaded. I cannot believe my eyes.
Is it true that you're going to get rid of all the
No, I know, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
And basically, anonymous marking is basically when you go into your exam, what's the first thing you do?
Take out my student card. Put it in the top right hand corner of the desk.
That's true, I suppose.